So it's easy to think of autumn as a time of dying. But today, well, outside the sun is shining brightly. It's nearly October, it's getting dark early. There's a sort of bonfire night smell in the air. We know that winter's coming. It just still feels like late summer though. The flowers are still out there. Colours are looking wonderful. Blazing moments of glory in this dark brown mulch. And so it is with us. So each and every one of us in our autumns, our leaves have started to fall. There's no denying that. We've all been told, we've had that diagnosis, that sentence, that literal life sentence. We haven't got a date for winter. We never know when winter's coming in this country, do we? We don't know if it's going to be hard or easy. And it's like that for us. We don't know what it's going to be like. We don't know what the journey that we're all on is going to be like. Will it be hard? Will it be easy? Probably a bit of both. You see, all of us have been told that we have brain disease, dementia if you like. Not a word I care for, but it's one that everybody uses. The D word, the very literal hole in the head that we don't want. And what people tend not to say very much is that dementia is a terminal illness. People talk about terminal cancer, people talk about having a terminal illness, about having heart disease from which you're not going to get better. Well, it's like that with dementia. People die from dementia. Lots of people die from dementia. It's one of the leading causes of death. So, not only have we been given a life sentence, we've been given a death sentence. And we all know it. It's not a nice topic of conversation, is it? Something that people tend to shy away from. Oh, by the way, I've got a terminal illness. Don't talk to him. Might be catching. Well, dementia's not catching. You can't sit next to me and get my disease. I'd like to give it away, but sadly, it doesn't work like that. So, here we are then. Us September, October and November people in our autumn. Leaves falling off the tree, the decay starting, the long fall. Where, I don't know, are we dying? I suppose we're dying. We're getting towards dying. Things are starting to fall apart. In my case, I've got a heart valve that's very dicky indeed. If I don't get it sorted, I'll be dead in a couple of years. Facts are that simple. Now, to replace a heart valve generally means open heart surgery. Unfortunately, with open heart surgery, there's a risk of cognitive decline. So, if you've got Alzheimer's and you have open heart surgery, it might get worse. Bit of a problem, but the surgeons tell me they're prepared to offer me a whole new surgical procedure. So, at least they think that my life is worth it. And many of us have got what's called comorbidities, other things that go wrong with us, because we're all getting older, but some of us are younger than others. You see, if you take my friend, well, he was diagnosed with dementia in his prime, in his 50s, with a family still at home while he was still in work. At first, his autumn was one of those dull, grey, miserly, suicidal days when you don't want to go on. When you can see no point, when you think this is a life sentence and my life is over. Everything I've worked for is crashing and burning. But now he blazes brightly, a model, an example to absolutely everybody. His laughter is famous, his enthusiasm infectious, because he's learnt a wonderful secret, that flowers still bloom in autumn. Life goes on. It's for living. There's no point in thinking about dying. What you have to think about is, what do I do today? Sun's shining, let's paint a picture, write a poem, go out with the kids, I don't know, what everybody else does. Through a chance meeting with a health professional, he set up a group that is now flourishing, a group that offers support where people get together, I'm part of, where we talk about anything. We talk about incontinence. We talk about losing our driving licence. We talk about forgetfulness. We talk about housing. We talk about our friends. We talk about what other people say. It doesn't matter. Everything goes. Where we laugh a lot and we cry a little, and we laugh together and we cry together. People come to research us. Universities all over the place seem to want to know more about us. They want to annotate and calculate and see if they can distill the essence of what this magic thing is that's called peer-to-peer support. How come in the grey autumn we are the bright blazing flowers? Well, I can tell you, really, it's very simple. We're all in the same boat. We are all leaves falling. But together, we know that what we have in common unites us. Who are we? Well, we're all sorts of people. I was a journalist. My friend was an architect. There's somebody who was a head teacher. There's somebody who worked in a shop. There are mums. There are dads. We're all sorts of different people. What we have in common is that we're all leaves falling off the same trees. We know that dark secret about ourselves. We know that we're going to go. We don't know where, we don't know when, but when you walk through the storm, hold your head up high, because you'll never walk alone.